Hey everyone, and welcome. Today, we're jumping into a really big idea in the business world called societal marketing. It's all about how companies can make a profit, which is key, but do it while also doing something good for all of us. Let's get into it. So, it really all starts with this question, right? For the longest time, the answer was pretty much just yes. The whole point was to make sales, and that was it. But what if there's a better way to do business? A way that doesn't just benefit the company, but everyone involved. That's the exact problem societal marketing is trying to solve. Okay, so what is this big idea anyway? Let's actually break down what societal marketing means and why it's become so incredibly important in the world we live in today.
So here's the more official definition. The whole concept argues that a company has to juggle three things at once. Yep, you still have to hit your profit goals, you absolutely have to meet your customers' needs, but, and this is the game changer, you also have to think about the long-term health of society as a whole. It's a pretty delicate balancing act.
But if we boil all that down, it becomes a really simple, powerful rule to live by. Basically, do no harm. The chase for profit shouldn't ever come at the cost of people, the planet, or the communities you operate in. Simple as that.
Now, to make all this work, the whole concept is built on three core pillars. This balanced approach is really what makes it so different from old-school marketing. Let's take a quick look at what they are.
And here they are. First, you've got customer needs. You have to give people what they want. Second, company profit, because hey, a business has to stay in business. And third, societal welfare. The real magic happens when a company can find that perfect sweet spot where all three of these things are working together.
And when they find that spot, you get this incredible win-win-win scenario. See, when societal marketing is done right, your customers are happy, your company is making money, and society as a whole gets a little bit better. It goes way beyond that classic win-win between just the buyer and the seller.
And this really gets to the heart of why this matters so much right now. We've changed as consumers. People are way more aware of things, and they want to spend their money on brands that actually care about health, the environment, and doing things ethically. This isn't just about charity. It's just plain smart business. It builds trust, and that's what creates success that actually lasts. Okay, that's all great in theory, but what does this actually look like out in the wild? Let's check out some big-name companies that are putting societal marketing to work.
This chart gives us some fantastic examples. You've got Starbucks, who supports farmers through ethical sourcing. Tata Motors is tackling air pollution with their electric vehicles. Cadbury is looking out for public health by cutting down on sugar. And Amazon is trying to reduce waste with recyclable packaging. Each one of these is a great attempt to balance those three pillars. Though, of course, getting that balance perfect in the real world is a constant challenge for any of these companies.
This slide really drives home that huge shift in thinking. The old way, purely focused on sales and profit. The new way? It's about profit plus a purpose, like sustainability. I mean, look at Tesla. They make money selling cars. That's the profit pillar. But their cars also help reduce pollution, and that's the societal welfare pillar. It's a perfect blend of both. So besides these huge, flashy examples, what are some of the other ways that businesses, big and small, are trying to put these ideas into practice every single day? Well, here's a look at the playbook. You see companies using eco-friendly packaging, or making sure they're paying fair wages, or taking harmful stuff out of their products. But, and this is a really big but, this is also where it gets tricky. It can be super hard to tell if a company is making a real change or if they're just greenwashing, spending more money talking about being green than actually being green. And that's exactly why that last point, transparency and honest advertising, is so crucial. So, as we start to wrap this up, let's bring it all back to that one central theme we've been talking about, finding that perfect balance. At the end of the day, this is the goal. It's creating a business strategy where what customers want, what the company needs to survive, and what society needs to thrive are all treated as equally important. When a company can actually pull that off, it's not just marketing anymore. It's creating real, lasting value for everyone.
And if there's one thing to take away from all this, it's this. Societal marketing isn't just a feel-good strategy. It's a good-for-business strategy. In today's world, genuinely caring for society might just be the most powerful way to build a strong brand and earn customers who will stick with you for life.
So I'll leave you with this to think about. After hearing all this, what's a brand, maybe one you use every single day, that you might look at a little differently now? Thanks for watching.